All right, Kevin. One last game. I guess a good place to start. We just talked to Zion Steptoe, who's made that switch. Kind of talk about, his transformation and what you've seen from him.
I think the fun thing with Zion is just his eagerness to learn and take the coaching and try to apply it. It's been fun to see a kid who's so eager and like just so into what he's being taught, and see it kind of move on from. He's been doing this for, almost 3-4 weeks now, and just each week seeing it get better and better and better has been fun to watch.
Indiana Hoosiers make a switch mid-season. Obviously, they got some playmakers. So what are the challenges in a rivalry game where this is it? This is the last game?
I think obviously they got a good receiving core, and their quarterback's playing a level, and they're going to do a one-on-one ball. The 50-50 balls are going to be ones that they're really okay doing often, and so we have to be competitive in those situations, and we have to understand when to give our guys help when they need it and everything. But I think the guys are excited about this opportunity, and every rivalry game has its little nuances to it, and this being the last game, two teams from that are at the same position and where they are record-wise and everything else, and it's going to be a fun atmosphere, and it's going to be a fun game just because I think it is one-on-ones, and that's what we've preached all along since we've been here in this defense is you have to win on one-on-one, and we're going to end the season, see if we can continue to do that. So
it almost feel like a bowl game because both of these teams are basically just playing for pride and to end the season on a high note now.
Yeah, it kind of stinks to say it like that, but yeah, I think obviously this is an old rivalry. This is it's a trophy game. That's one that our guys have always had on the calendar, and I think it's going to be fun for those guys to get out here and compete against them.
What have you learned? What are 2 or 3 things you learned about your players and just Purdue during the course of your first year here, coming to a close?
Our kids work hard and they want to do well. You never know coming in as a first-year guy how they're going to respond to adversity, and we've had some success and we've had some downs this year, and you've seen these guys be the same kids every day. So as a coach, that's something I always strive to be, is just consistent and be the same person, and it makes me happy to know that when I come into the building, I'm going to see the same guys every day. So that's been awesome to see, and I think we got to continue to get better. I think as the future kind of unfolds here, we need guys to take strides in this next offseason. Year one is done, and are about to be done. Mm-hmm. So now we got to all right, what do we need to fix? What do we need to get better at from an individual standpoint to a player standpoint, a coaching standpoint, and as a program, what do we want to get better at? So I think just seeing how these guys have been able to respond, I look forward to seeing how the next step of this process is going to go with them.
Obviously, the defense has played well, I think, but there's just too many big gashing runs or big plays in the pass game. Are those scheme issues? Or are those just guys, taking their eye off the ball maybe?
That's something we're going to look at hard as we get into the offseason. I think we pride ourselves in making adjustments at halftime and everything like that. So now we got a long halftime to fix those adjustments, So whether it's a scheme issue or if it's a personnel issue, I think everything is going to get looked at, and we got to make the adjustments where necessary.
You're going to let it all hang out Saturday, nothing to lose. This is it.
We're going to have fun, man. We're going to have some fun.
Fire every time. Everybody blitz.
That's right. That's right.
Kane Allen is a leader of this team. Came back for a 5th year because he wanted to play in a different scheme and play some more man. And he just seems like a fun, energetic guy. What does he add to this defense, just from a leadership standpoint, from a guy that's made a lot of interceptions, but seems like it's a guy everybody looks up to?
Yeah, I think he brings experience and he's a veteran, and he's attacked this season as showing up, doing his job, and doing things the right way to kind of set an example for the younger generation. So, I appreciate the heck out of what he's done here, and he's been able to learn. It's new techniques, new everything for him, and for him to jump in and kind of he's had his ups and downs this year, and for him to keep battling, I think it's been awesome to see him do that. So he can add a lot of the stuff to his tool belt now as far as what he can do.